All right, for a while now, stealth wealth and quiet luxury, they have been trending. And to reach that level of true financial peace, it is all about daily routines. So today, I'm going to be sharing 5 simple habits quiet millionaires swear by, and you can apply these to your life and your money. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this episode with a friend. All right, let's jump in, you guys. Quiet millionaire habit number 1. They live by the pause rule. Meaning impulse purchases or non-essential purchases can be especially deadly when you're starting to have room in your budget because you're like, oh, look at all this. I can get that and buy this and do this, all this. But listen, if you pause before you make purchases, especially large purchases, just wait. Just sleep on it 24 hours. Or even if it's a really big purchase, wait a week or even a month and see if you still want it. Because it is amazing how much our emotions drive how we spend money and what we spend money on. And so really letting those die down so that you can make more logical decisions. That's why we can $15 ourselves to death, right? I mean, it's just like here. And then you look up and you're like, oh my gosh, I've spent hundreds of dollars. How has this happened? So not to live with impulse spending is so key, and millionaires live like that. So that is a habit to take with you. All right, habit number 2 is to track your spending every single day. So this is not about restriction, but this is about awareness and intentionality, because millionaires didn't become millionaires overnight, right? Or it just happened. They happened to look in their account one day and look at all this money. No, they knew where their money was going. They had a plan for it. And budgeting is one of those tools to help you take your income and be purposeful with it, because people think, well, if I reach a certain net worth, it's not that big of a deal. But listen, managing your money needs to be consistent. Now, you don't probably have to nickel and dime yourself. Obviously, when you're a millionaire, you can have a lot more flexibility, and that's fine. But the stricter you are with knowing and the more disciplined you are with where your money's going, the more progress you're going to see. And so if you need help with that, the EveryDollar app is one of my favorite apps to track my spending with and to look at all of my financial goals and where my income is going. Winston and I use it. We love it. So make sure to check out EveryDollar. All right, habit number 3 is to practice gratitude in big and small ways. So it's not just the dollars and cents that you are dealing with when it comes to money, but there's something overall when it comes to your character and who you are as a person that can help sustain when you build wealth, sustain yourself and your money, because money can get a bad rap. People look at, people that are wealthy and they're like, oh my gosh, they're jerks, right? It's kind of that stereotype. But the truth is, money didn't make them jerks. No, there's part of them in there that was already there, and money magnified that. So working on yourself and knowing your character and who you are as a person through this process is huge. That is why gratitude is massive, you guys, because gratitude leads into humility. Humility leads into contentment. And these are all elements of who you are as a person that is going to be crucial to sustain a level of peace and joy in your life. And so contentment is key. And you can do this. You can do this gratitude by, small ways. I mean, honestly, there's a level of consciousness of just being aware and knowing the areas of your life that you're grateful for. Some people, they do a gratitude list. But again, it's all about being mindful, being aware of the things in your life, because we can go through a day and focus on all the bad constantly. But there's something about this gratitude and making it a habit that is so, so key. All right, one thing I am genuinely thankful for is companies that exist to protect you and your family. And that is why I love Delete Me. If you do not remove your personal data from the internet, it's basically like a billboard for everyone to see, because your name, your address, your email, even your kids' names are out there on sketchy data broker websites. And then those data brokers will then take your data, sell it, and that puts you at risk for scams and fraud. But the good news is Delete Me removes your data and helps protect you from phishing, harassment, and other online threats. Winston and I use Delete Me, and it saves us so much time and worry. So you guys, your family's safety and financial security are way too important to leave exposed. So sign up for Delete Me and take control. Go to joindeleteme.com/Rachel for 20% off, bringing your monthly costs to under $9, or just click the link in the description. All right, quiet millionaire habit number 4 is to learn something new every day. Now, this feels like a really big, lofty goal, but can I just tell you, continue to be a learner. Continue to realize, I may not have all the answers, right? The way of what I think about something, I don't know, may not be the only way or the right way. Continue to live your life with an open hand and listen and learn. And this could be from people, books, articles, podcasts. There is something about using your brain and taking in information that you've never known before, being able to have the discernment to sift through it and be like, do I want to take that with me or not? And this could be everything from personal growth, financial growth, spiritual growth, physical, anything out there in the world. Continue to learn, because what that does is that puts you in a habit of constantly be listening and learning from people. And I'm telling you, things are changing constantly in the world. And while the principles of money, like we talk about here, pretty much haven't changed in decades because they work, they're common sense principles that we can lean on, but to be able to learn from other people and things that they have done. And if there's someone out there that you're like, I want to be like them, whether that's someone who's a great parent or it's someone that, from a health perspective, you're like, ooh, they feel like they have a lot of peace in their life around this, or marriage. It could be any area of life, okay? Any area, but someone that is a little bit further ahead than you and is doing something and getting results in an area of life that you're like, that's what I want. Listen to them, okay? And so when it comes to personal finance, people that have built wealth and have done it the right way and that aren't horrible people, right? That are very normal, quiet millionaires. They're like, wow, there's a level of humility about them, but yet they've done really well financially. What are they doing? Be listening to them. We talk about people like this all the time in the Baby Steps Millionaires book, so you can grab that copy. We'll put a link down below, but that is a great resource. But honestly, be learning, constantly be learning. Habit number 5 of quiet millionaires is to stick to a routine. So consistency is your friend. Keep things simple and it will help you be productive. And it might kind of sound boring to be like, oh my gosh, I'm doing the same thing. But listen, life is chaotic. And when there is something that you just know works, that you can go back to, that consistency allows you to have some peace and a plan in your life. And it helps you when it comes to the micro decisions throughout your day, because you're like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I can go back to. And so there's something really powerful in that. All right, now that we've gone through the entire list, think through some habits that you're like, oh yeah, that would be good to start. Maybe just start with one. Don't start with all of them. Don't be overwhelmed by it. But continuing to change and to learn is how you're going to get different results, especially if you're not content or happy with the results you're getting right now. And, big wins, they don't happen overnight. They take a while. And so remember, these habits are a part of your routine in your life. And that is what I love, is they almost become subconscious. Now, some of them have that gold stamp of approval for sure. But if you don't know about the 10 habits that scream, I'm trying to look wealthy, you can click right here to check out that episode. Or if you're listening on podcast, I'll put a link below. All right, you guys, remember to take control of your money and create a life you love.